I suggested she try 1 blink for yes, then 2 blinks for no. When I walked into her room, she looked panicked and was gesturing at me, desperately trying to speak words. Because of the ventilator tube, she couldn't. She also couldn't breathe, which is why she now found herself attached to a machine, a tube stuck down her trachea. The fall that broke her neck 2 days earlier had made her a quadriplegic, and at age 74, Julia would now never walk, talk, or breathe on her own again. She repeatedly pointed to the breathing tube. Once I was able to calm her down enough to establish a means of communication, 1 blink for yes, 2 blinks for no, I was able to uncover what she so urgently was trying to convey. Are you in pain? 2 blinks, no. Are you afraid? 1 blink, yes. Do you know what happened? You know that you are now paralyzed. You understand that you cannot breathe on your own anymore? More blinks as answers. And Julia kept mouthing the same words over and over, which I finally recognized. Just 1 more question to be sure I understood, and I prefaced it with, if I'm wrong, please blink twice for no. Are you asking me to let you die? And she blinked, very slowly, very distinctly, just once, for yes. As I stood at her bedside holding her hand, I became acutely aware of my own rhythmic breathing. And I looked at my patient, and I could see her experience of suffering. I found myself wondering, what must it feel like? The utter powerlessness of losing all mobility and independence. And there she was, looking at me, her nurse, tears streaming down her cheeks, hoping that I had the power to deliver her from this anguish. I paged her doctor. When he arrived, I told him of Julia's request to be allowed to die. He looked at me, turned away, and walked down the hall with clenched fists, loudly exhaling like a fire-breathing dragon, and then stopped. He turned around, walked abruptly back toward me, raised his voice, and said, "We do not let patients die in this hospital." And this was the truth. Julia's autonomy had been disregarded, her agency ignored. Despite having written health directives, this model of life-sustaining care, this medical paternalism that had been forced upon her, would continue to keep her alive for 3 more months. A machine breathing for her, tubes inserted to feed her, to keep her hydrated, to drain her urine, numerous beings involved in managing her medications, her therapies, and the many complications that would arise from such a compromised state, and the innumerable blinks she would have to make in hopes of being understood. Until finally, the day when the medical team agreed to honor her wishes, and the ventilator was turned off, and her eyes closed for the last time.